Welcome to day 14 of our 30 days of Photoshop retouching challenge, where I challenge myself to retouch for the next 30 days straight. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get that flawless skin retouching in Photoshop. I'll show you some basic settings and some few tips to get that flawless skin in Photoshop. So if you are new to retouching or need some tips and tricks to improve your retouching skills in Photoshop, then this video is the right one for you. If you like content like this, or if you find this video helpful, kindly like this video and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content like this. My name is Cordelia, by the way. Let's get started. So we have this beautiful model over here. I downloaded this image online. I have the link in the description box below. You can just check it out and then download it. Alright, so first and foremost, we're going to do our basic cleanups. So what I'm going to do is press Ctrl and then J to make a duplicate layer. I'm going to select it like this. I'm going to come to the tools panel and then use the patch tool to do my basic cleanup. So we have this thing over here that I don't really like, the image, so I'm just going to circle it and then just drag it to a cleaner area like that. We have this over here as well. I'm going to come to this side, just drag to a clean area, just circle, drag to a clean area, circle it once more and then just drag it to a clean area. I'm going to come to this side, do the same thing over here. Just going to move around the image to just clean it up like that. Yeah, so I mostly do this to prevent me from spending an extra time cleaning it when I'm doing my actual retouching. So after this, we're gonna create our frequency separation adjustment layers to get the flawless skin. That's what we're gonna use. That's what we're gonna use to get our flawless skin. All right, so let me zoom out. Let me zoom in once more. As you can see, our skin is looking much better. We can use this as the canvas to build on. So let's proceed to the next step. So we're going to create our frequency separation adjustment layers now. So with layer 1 selected, I'm going to press and hold Ctrl and then J to make another duplicate layer. I'm going to hide the first layer. First and foremost, let's rename this. I'm going to rename the first one as color, and then the second one, the second layer, I'm going to rename this as texture. Like this. Then I'm going to select the color layer and I'm going to hide the texture layer. I'm going to come to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Like this. I'm going to keep it at 6.2. 6.2 is fine. As you can see, we're not seeing so much details. We're not seeing any details at all in the image actually. So I'm going to select OK. With this, then I'm going to come to the texture layer, make it visible. I'm going to come to image, applied image, like this, and then I'm gonna keep the source at the source is actually the name of the file that we're working on. And so we're gonna come to layers, the layer column, and then select color, and then RGB. Just keep the channels at RGB, blending, keep it at subtract, opacity at 100, scale at 2, and then offset at 128. Always keep this, right? And this setting is mostly for 8-bit images. This image is an 8-bit image, so we're not done yet. We're gonna still select the texture layer. We're gonna come to the blend modes and then change this to linear light like this. Our image is back to how it was before. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna put these two layers in the same group. So press and hold Ctrl and then select both layers, Ctrl again and then G to put them in a group. I'm gonna rename this to FS, that is FS. So you rename by double clicking on the name, not on the layer. Double click on the name and then just name it anyhow you want. So we have this. So I have this in my digital store. If you want the step created for you without the confusion, just go ahead. The link is in the description box. Just check it out and then download for your project. Alright, so we're going to select the color layer like this, and then I'm going to use the mixer brush to do this as always. So I'm going to come here, make sure this is on round, soft round brush, make sure this is set to clean brush, make sure this is deselected, this is selected, and then set this at custom, width at 56%, load at 35%, mix at 47%, and then the flow at 30%. Alright, so I'm gonna come here, and then we're just gonna start smoothing the skin to get that flawless look. Alright, so I'm gonna come here to her chin first. I'm gonna just start brushing gently like that. So I'm doing this because there's a highlight where I normally start to work on the highlights first before I proceed to the other tones of the image. I'm going to brush over it like this. And when you brush, and always make sure you don't brush out all the highlights in the image, because it actually helps it to stand out. It gives you that dynamic. Yeah. So always make sure you keep it. You keep some of the highlights and you don't just brush it out. All right. So I'm just gonna come to this side as well. Gonna keep brushing. As you can see, I mostly brush top to the bottom. I don't brush from side to side. What I'm doing is I'm actually sculpting the face. I'm not just brushing, I'm sculpting the face. So where there is more flow, I brush it to that side more. So as you can see from here to this side, there's a flow over there. So I'm just gonna brush like this to create a much smoother flow. Alright, so from this side too, there's a flow over here. So I'm just gonna brush it like that. So just keep brushing, just keep smoothing the skin like that. And we're gonna move to the nose as well, the highlights over here. Just gonna continue brushing. If you have any trouble with this step, you can just let me know in the description, in the comment section. If there is any particular way you also do it, you can just let me know in the comment section as well. And make sure you have the color layer selected, please. Let's quickly check the before and after. This is the before, and this is the after. This is the before, and then this is the after. So we're just gonna proceed and then just keep brushing like that. So I'm quickly gonna speed this side up. I didn't want to, but then let me just speed it up so that our video won't be too long. I guess you get what I'm trying to say, or what I mean. Alright, so let's zoom out and see how our image is looking. Wow, this is so nice. Alright, let's check the before and after. This is the before, and then this is the after. This is the before, and then this is the after. Our image is looking very nice, right? So let me just correct this side, still with the color layer selected, and then with the mixer brush tool. I haven't changed anything over here. It's still the same settings that I'm using. So just gonna go ahead and then smoothen the side more, just correct it a little bit. Just maintain the flow like that. Just fix this side also. Just play around with it. Just take your time and then just play with it. Yeah, her face is looking very nice. So we're gonna zoom in, just come to the textures, and then let's try and then correct the textures a little bit more. So we're gonna select the texture layer. We're gonna use the spot healing brush to do this. Let's zoom in. As you can see, the size is not too big, it's not too small as well. Just small enough to cover the area that we are trying to work on. So we're just gonna go ahead and then start cleaning some of the textures from her face. So you're just going to continue doing this until enough of the textures are gone, and then you have to make sure the image is still looking natural, because you don't want to change her face or distort her face. So just take your time to do this. I'm going to speed the side up again, and then I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so this is what we're getting now. Zoom out, let me zoom in a little bit. Let's check the before and after. So this is the before and then this is the after. Let me zoom into the side below her eyes. Let me correct some stuff over there. So I'm gonna do this with a mixer brush tool, and then I'm just gonna brush like that to correct the colors over here. It's on the other side as well. Zoom out. So this is what we're getting now. I'm zooming a little bit. Let's check the before and after. So this is the before, and then there's the after. As you can see, her skin is looking nice and flawless. Alright, let me just clean the side a little bit more because I can see some spots over there that I don't really like. So still with the spot healing brush too, let's just clean this. Alright guys, so that's basically how to get your skin looking flawless, looking natural and all good. Yeah, so from here you're just gonna clean the eyes, do your color grading and other stuff, and then you're good to go. Alright, so thank you so much for joining today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the time. See you guys in the next one. Bye.